shoving off on day 5, Algonquin Provincial Park. We started this morning here on Cedar Lake. We had a beautiful point we were rested on thanks to some local advice. A gentleman named Jack at the Brent store, so that was really nice. Thank you, Jack, again. And yeah, so today we're headed back west. We're headed technically back to the car. So we're at the halfway point of our trip. We're going to basically stay up along the northwestern edge of the lake, and we're going to try to stay into Little Cedar. I guess that's where we're going next, and then Aurora Lee up to Lake Laurel, around Little Cowshan, and stay on Big Cowshan Lake. That's kind of the plan for today. So it is a pretty good stretch, but we don't have a lot of portages, so should be a pretty good straightforward day. We're hoping to get into camp a little earlier than we did last night. Last night we got in at, well, it was past 6 o'clock, 6:30, so we didn't have a whole lot of camp time. And you know how it is when you're on a trip like this, you want to have some camp time. So yeah, the rest of the guys are just finishing packing up, and we're going to get going here. So wish us luck. What do you think, guys? Stick close to the shoreline?
Yeah, there we go.
It's not too bad out today, but
Right here.
you never know when we get around the corner.
It was pretty easy here yesterday.
What'd you say, Andrew? 47 degrees this morning?
47.
Nice brisk morning. Well, sorry about the wind noise, but we're just leaving Cedar Lake. We've been on it for about 2 hours. We just passed this island on the far western side of it where it starts to neck down. It's got a really cool fireplace, chimney, the whole bit. So if you're ever up here looking for an epic campsite, look for the island on the western edge of Cedar Lake. Looks like a really beautiful spot. So we're finally getting into where it necks down here, and we've got still quite a ways till our first portage, but we're off the big lake for now, so making progress. You go left? No? No, we're not going through that one. Maybe we can go through this one, I hope. Yeah, this one's clear. This is cool. That was fun. That was pretty cool. First portage of the day. Nice to get out of the boat, Cody.
Tailbone really more than anything. Cedar Lake was a little intense.
Yeah, a little big, huh?
A little bit.
There. We'll go back and get the gear. Yeah, we went quite a ways. That Cedar Lake was a big lake.
It was. When we started quite a ways off the map. When we start map.
Yeah.
We had a pretty good paddle.
20 minutes on top of that.
Is that?
20 minutes from like the front store on top of that.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
front store wasn't even on this map.
Well, it's 1 o'clock. Having lunch. Making pretty good time. Off we go. Looks like we get to go under the railroad trestle here on little Caution Lake. It's kind of cool. It's almost a kind of a nice sight to see a man-made object when you've been out in the wilderness for so long. More or less just because it's a change of scenery. Oh, it's all wooden too. This is pretty cool. Back from the days when they used to log here. Check it out. Very cool. Well, we've been paddling for a solid hour and a half across Little Caution Lake. We finally made it to the other side. About to go into the railroad trestle to Big Caution, which we're hoping to stay at tonight. We're going to try to get to the far side of it. It'll be about another hour and a half. I'll put us in camp around 4 or 5 o'clock, just before there's a portage at the end of Big Caution. I don't know if we really want to do that today. Here's the bridge. Nice. The lake that we're staying on tonight. Woohoo! Big Caution, we're here. We're here, Big Caution Lake. So we've been making really good time today. We did Little Caution and Big Caution. So we all came to the conclusion that we're gonna push on to Mink. There's a 400-meter portage at the end of Big Caution Lake, but it'll set us up a little bit better for tomorrow. So, because tomorrow there's quite a few portages, so we decided that we would just push on. It is about 3:30, so I think that we'll probably be in camp about 4:30. Judging by the map, right on the other side of portage to Mink Lake, there's a bunch of sites really close, so we don't have to go very far. So that's the plan. So we should be there pretty shortly, I hope. Portage to Mink Lake. Beautiful. Well, that's my setup for tonight. A little Adirondack style tarp. Should be nice. I'll be under there, head up here by my boots, and I can look out at that. That'll be beautiful.
We have 6 portages tomorrow.
Yeah.
We end with a really long 1355.
The last big portage of the trip.
And that brings us out to Manitou Lake, and I think we're going to try to shoot for one of the islands.
One of the
It's
islands
got a few
with
sites on them.
campsites.
Yep.
And they're spread out, so depending on the time of day, we could move from one island group to another island group, depending on what time of day. But we can always, like Jason was saying, after that 13-something portage, we're probably going to be tired.
What time are we going to get to that 1,300 meter portage?
I would say by noon.
Noon?
Lunchtime, maybe.
Oh,
From
that's
where
good.
we're at now, lunchtime.
We're not far. We have one big lake to paddle through.
That 635 portage might go
We
slow.
got-
That might go slow if it's, like you said, uphill. We'll finish this lake, no time. The 450 portage, okay. That little bit,
Little Mink
Little
Lake.
Mink,
Then
and
the
then
other one.
the
6.
big portage,
And then we're into, however you pronounce that lake. We're calling it-
Kiaskiawi.
Yeah, we have that lake. That's a large lake to paddle
And that
through.
one's fairly long. Yeah, if we don't get to the portage by lunch, we'll at least get to the triple portages in front of it by lunch.
Wood. Warms you up twice. As usual, we have a ton of wood. Because that's just what we do. Andrew is being very bushcrafty.
I have a whole pile of these things. Might as well use them.
You just don't want to carry it.
That's exact-
carry.
I don't want to carry this cube.
We see right through your lies.
What do you have for dinner tonight?
Great question. I think I have cheeseburger macaroni.
Nice. Dehydrated?
Dehydrated, yeah.
That you dehydrated?
I did.
Oh. Yeah, I separated everything into bags.
Yeah, I took out your advice. I did the same thing.
Yeah, day 1, day 2. I have smoked 3-bean chili
Fancy.
with caramelized onions. That actually does sound pretty good. What are you doing, Cody?
I don't know yet.
Undecided. Cody's upset because Cody broke his tent. He's in a bad mood. Jay's cooking over the
I
fire.
thought I was gonna, but I might do something.
Ben?
For dinner? Tacos.
Tacos.
What about tomorrow night?
Tacos.
Invite me
day
over,
Tacos.
and I still have a beer from the Brent store yesterday. It is a pumpkin spice espresso porter. Sounds good. It's local. Whitewater Brewing Company. So yeah. Yours is local too, isn't it?
I have a Kolsch from Czech Republic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all I gotta do is heat up water, so. Yay! Simple.
I think they might as well just eat. I don't know.
There, well, dinner's over, so time for this. Oh, I love that sound. What a beautiful night here in Algonquin Park. Got a crescent moon on Mink Lake. It is just absolutely beautiful out here. Not a soul in sight. Cool. Popcorn.